Subscribe for Reddit's controversial opinions. People shouldn't support companies being 50% male employees and 50% female. First of all, by firing people of a certain gender to be replaced by the other for the sake of equality is just stupid. It should be whoever is the most qualified gets the position, so if it ends up being 75 to 25, that's fine. Also, hiring women for the sake of hiring them takes away from the accomplishments of other women who worked hard to earn their positions. Equality of opportunity and equality of outcome are two very different things. First of all, by firing people of a certain gender to be replaced by the other for the sake of equality is just stupid. Where does this happen? Show me the companies that consistently fire men to hire women. First of all, by firing people of a certain gender to be replaced by the other for the sake of equality is just stupid. 'Cause that actually happens. I don't see them fighting for gender equality in firefighting or police jobs. If hiring was done solely on merit, nobody would complain. The problem is there are a lot of biases that handicap women considerably. It can be the blatant misogynist old man who believes women belong at home. But it can also be men with more latent sexist beliefs, like that women can't be as dedicated to a career because they may get pregnant and have children. So how else can we fix it other than incentivizing the hiring of more women? Why is this argument always about firing men to hire women? Could someone name such companies to shame and make people aware of such quality degrading practices? Firing people of a certain gender to be replaced by the other for the sake of equality is just stupid. The fuck are you talking about? That's illegal, not stupid. This isn't unpopular. I don't even think that it's addressing something that happens. I could be wrong/misinformed, and if so, I apologize, but I don't think any company is firing anyone just to replace them with someone of the opposite gender. That would most likely be illegal, I hope. Absolutely agree. The company I work at is 75% women, and it's amazing to work alongside so many innovative, talented, and intelligent folks. What makes you think a 75:25 split is merit-based in the first place? I don't think anyone is saying that you have to hit 50% to be doing a good job. They are saying that when the stats are skewed, we should be open to the idea that something is driving that number. Maybe sexism in school or home, telling people that they shouldn't study math, yes, that's still a thing in many places, or discouragement in college. Beyond that, workplaces should be hiring a wide-ranging group of people with varying backgrounds, across income, urban/rural, race, gender, etc. etc. Workplaces that aren't homogeneous are less likely to have blind spots and perform better. Is there context for this? I've never heard anyone suggest this. But when men are more inclined to study hard science due to social institutions, this kind of thinking just reinforces those social institutions that make inequality so perpetual. Having companies that are 75% male reinforces the ideal of male professions. Whatever happened to just hiring people who are well suited to the job? Why should it matter what race or gender someone is? On a related note, I think affirmative action is a racist hiring practice. It's literally hiring people based on their race. It is illegal to fire people for their race, gender, or otherwise. So, this doesn't happen. I do generally agree that companies hiring off of race, gender, etc. to meet a quota is stupid. The most qualified candidate should be considered, whether that's black, white, man, woman, etc. You got a source for that first point? That sounds very outrageous to do that. Jesus Christ, this post is cringy. No company is out there firing men in order to achieve gender equality. Do you work, bro? The implicit argument that men are more qualified to work than women is so poorly hidden it makes me ashamed knowing that sometimes I sympathize with these incel-type arguments. Dude, get a grip, this is no hill to die on. Take the gender and race option on applications and hire who is the better person. I could just imagine someone calling in a guy and going, "Hey, we fired Cindy yesterday, so in order to even things out, we'll have to fire you too." Men who got replaced by women ought to stop playing the feminist card and actually start taking responsibility for their uncompetitiveness. I'm sorry we have too many women/men here. It is not that you shouldn't support companies doing that. What if they are all the best qualified people, just conveniently very similar? I think my teacher mentioned in class that in some fields, they require people of different ethnic backgrounds here in the UK, and everyone agreed it was dumb to hire by race as opposed to skill. If I got into a job I liked purely because I'm a foreigner, I'd be pissed. Same goes for gender. Skill should be the sole decider. Forced equality is bad. Incidental equality is just, yeah, that's how that turned out. Another day on Not Actually Unpopular Opinion. It's the same reason why affirmative action is a trash policy. You're giving people competitive positions for factors that are ultimately genetic and not based in any sort of merit. Men tend to make worse employees. Companies should hire more women, honestly. Perhaps, gender should be irrelevant. If it happens there is a better group within it, so be it. I would imagine TMAC isn't hiring a lot of people with cocks. A total opposition to companies for any reason if they have an even balance between men and women. Oh, I see on another unpopular post you support indentured servitude. Dude, do you have any idea how fucking dumb you sound? Problem with that is companies are just going to hire all dudes and then claim they were the most qualified. Same with race and affirmative action in colleges. People in power aren't trustworthy. Either you force other races in, or only white people are let in and the colleges claim they were the most qualified, which is exactly what it was like before affirmative action LMAO. In a similar vein, having disproportionate gender distribution in some industries shouldn't be considered as gender discrimination. Manual labor work, for example, will tend to hire more men than women, because biologically, the average man will have more muscles than the average woman.